Hey everyone, and welcome to the show. Tonight we have Sydney Presley, a junior at Lee who is majoring in graphic design and is also an aspiring photographer like myself. We met over the summertime. I think we
met on Instagram.
Yeah.
One of us DM'd the other. It was probably me DMing
Both.
you.
Yes,
Been
yes.
A fan of her work for a while now. So I think one of us slid into the DMs, and we've been friends since. Yeah.
Yeah, and we didn't actually meet each other in person until this semester, but we talked about getting coffee and hanging out, and then
still hasn't happened.
This is us having coffee now.
Yep.
So anyway, cheers to that. But tonight we're going to talk a little bit about how Sydney got into photography, and then also give 3 tips for somebody who might be wanting to pursue photography as a college student or start a business themselves. So, do you remember the time in your life when you loved photography the most, or whenever that passion began for you?
So my passion began in 9th grade. One of my good friends asked me to join yearbook class with her, and so I needed the extra credit hours, so I was like, why not? Might as well. Shot a lot of sports and boring stuff like that, not really my style. So I liked it, but it didn't really feel like a passion yet. But I remember the specific moment when that passion, I guess, came alive. Me and that same friend were actually hanging out, and we just were bored, so somebody suggested we go take some photos of each other, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of my life, because even though we all had cameras, I was shooting the pictures, and everybody else was posing for the pictures, getting some good Instagram shots.
Yes.
So, I'm sure you understand.
Yes, totally know how that goes. Yes.
So we went to this big grassy field, and I positioned one of my friends behind this it looked like wheat, but it was probably just like grass or something, and shot a few photos of her eyes like through the blades of the grass. Thought that was so cool. Slapped a VSCO preset on there.
The best editing app ever.
VSCO, shout out VSCO, it's awesome. And I sent her those, and they all thought they were amazing. Put them on Instagram, and I remember the specific comment. There were a lot of comments, and I remember somebody was like, "This looks like the cover of a magazine." So of course, 14-year-old me thought that I was just the best photographer to ever walk the planet, and that is definitely when the passion came alive for me.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, and I totally can relate, like starting out taking pictures of friends and families and just kind of getting my niche for it. But I remember my first official shoot that I did that was paid. I think I got $50 to do family pictures on the farm, of course in the South, grew up in South Carolina. And the daughter, and she had a horse, and so it was like family pictures for a few minutes and then primarily taking pictures of the girl on her horse in the pasture. And I remember taking a shot of her laying across the horse, and it wasn't even anything that great, but looking back, it's one of my favorite pictures I think I've ever taken, even though it wasn't even that great. And a lot of my work at the beginning stages was trial and error all the time, because I had no idea how to work a camera, didn't know about ISO, aperture, shutter speed, nothing. But those horse pictures are some of my favorite, but had my settings not been set correctly going into it, they would have been terrible. And so
I remember seeing those pictures on Facebook. I think you've shared them recently.
Yes, they should. Yes.
I think you were better then than you are now. So
well, I'm trying to learn and get better.
Was it so? That was your first paid shoot?
That was my yes. Okay. So was the shoot with your friends?
No, they did not pay me at all. My first paid shoot was with a senior when I was probably a sophomore in high school or something. She paid me $20, and I thought that was amazing. And looking back on those pictures now, they're awful, but at the time I was on top of the world. Thought that was my career choice forever, which honestly it turned out to be. But I guess I was just lucky for that.
No, totally get that. And I definitely wish I'd had somebody to walk me through how to even use a camera, let alone anything else within photography, because there's a lot to learn. It seems like something easy, but it's definitely a lot.
Oh yeah, my yearbook teacher didn't even know how to work a camera. She was just an English teacher that got demoted to be a yearbook teacher, so
that's usually how it goes.
I didn't learn at all from her or anybody, and I wish I had friends coming here and meeting you is awesome, because you get it,
Oh yeah, understood.
Nobody in high school was like that, so.
No, it's definitely fun to find your people in college.
Exactly.
Yes, so some tips that we would give for people who are wanting to take up photography. The first one would be to be willing to do free shoots. Wouldn't you say that that's an important thing?
Even though your ego can get the best of you and you're like, no, that you have to pay me if we shoot. Free shoots definitely build a portfolio and give you a bit of a cushion for your I guess, selling yourself, you know?
Absolutely. No, and I think, yeah, like you said, the ego, it becomes like you're too good to do free shoots.
Exactly.
But doing free shoots, I did a free shoot a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Even though I am paid now, it kind of helps build your portfolio and kind of find specific types of shoots that you want to do. Like I wanted to kind of branch out more with couples and doing some fun shoots in different places, and so I called a couple of my friends and told them exactly what to wear and where to go and set it up exactly how I wanted it, and hopefully that'll attract people like that.
Yeah.
So,
and a good thing about free shoots, you mentioned this, is you kind of have creative control over them.
Absolutely.
And when you're getting paid by a client, you know, the mom may want them to all wear matching neon t-shirts, and you can't say no. I mean, you could advise no, but at the end of the day, the client's right. But free shoots like that, you have complete creative control and vision, and it makes your work stand out from other people's. I definitely agree.
Absolutely. And the second tip that we would say would be going location scouting and finding places to shoot. Because even though I did a paid shoot, or that free shoot that wasn't paid a couple weeks ago, I am glad that it wasn't paid because I wasn't familiar with the location. So they were kind of my guinea pigs. But I think finding the location and finding where the lighting hits good and you feel comfortable with, and then taking clients there.
Yeah,
that's
totally. When I was a freshman at Lee, I came here from North Carolina, so I'm not familiar with the area at all. I did a lot of free shoots, back to point one, because I was trying to get a grasp for the area and the locations. And exactly like what you said, I would feel very uncomfortable if I went in with a paid client to these locations I was unfamiliar with. And even when I drive around just going to the store, I location scout, you know. I think it's important for up-and-coming photographers to keep your eyes open, look for little fields on the side of the road, like a patch of trees or some flowers or something, because that can make the difference.
Absolutely, I would definitely agree. I think another thing that I would tell somebody as the third tip would be to not compare yourselves to other photographers, and don't be afraid to ask for help in that too. Because, I mean, wouldn't you agree that in the photography business, it's very easy to compare yourself with others?
Yes, it's so easy, and it's hard because everybody is so different, and no matter what skill level you're at, you're never going to be, you know, we will never be the same.
Yeah,
even though I want to be Ashley so bad. But they're so different, you know, and iron sharpens iron. I mean, that's biblical, heck. So it's just... bouncing off ideas with other creative people it will make you a better artist and a better photographer.
Yeah, no, I think, I know I've fallen victim to comparing myself and then doubting myself as a photographer. However, I think it is good to learn from each other and then make it your own, you know, because like you said, we all have our own unique style and niche and type of pictures that we like to take, but seeing how other photographers do it is a good way to go about it. So.
I would definitely recommend, if you are an up-and-coming photographer, find other photographer friends, shoot with them, and exchange ideas. I'm telling you, it makes a world of the difference.
No, I would totally agree. Well, we so appreciate you guys joining us tonight, and we hope that if you're an aspiring photographer out there, that you can take some of these tips and go and practice them and go out and take pictures of your friends, and maybe one day you'll get to be a photographer like us.
Yeah, happy shooting.
Yes. Thanks, guys.